Roger Christopherson here again with another first listen review. Just got done checking out the new one from Ronnie Romero. It is called Too Many Lies, Too Many Masters. Another one from Frontiers. Just a quick little brief history of Ronnie in case anybody doesn't know who he is. It's he was in a band called Lords of the Black, or just Lords of Black, excuse me. And somehow Richie Blackmore discovered him and decided he was going to choose him for his revived Rainbow dates they did here a few years ago. And I remember him making the comment, you're going to be hearing a lot about this guy, before anybody had ever heard him. And boy, was he not kidding. Since then, he's continued with Lords of Black. He's done Sunstorm, took over for Joe and Turner in that band, which is kind of funny because he kind of took over for Joe and Turner and Rainbow, kind of. And he's done the Ferrymen, Corleone. He's done Elegant Weapons, which is Richie Faulkner's band, Richie Faulkner from Judas Priest. He did the Vandenberg 2020 album, which I like Richie, Adrian like a lot. So in case you haven't heard my last review on his newest album, I really like Adrian Vandenberg. So anyway, he's been a busy guy. In fact, so busy that I almost wasn't really looking forward to this album. He actually just done 2 cover albums as well, within the last year. So it's like, have you ever been just so much of somebody that's a little bit burned out? I'm afraid he suffered a little bit of that from me, but I got it anyway. I knew I was going to. Kind of thought I knew what I was getting with this album, and pretty much was. There's a few surprises in here, but for the most part, it's pretty much what I expected. It starts out with Castaway on the Moon, which is pretty rockin', pretty much what you expect, melodic rock type stuff. He wrote all these songs with his guitarist Jose Rubio and his drummer Andy C. Don't really know those guys, but I suppose they have something to do with the Frontiers label. I don't really know for sure, but anyway, it's melodic rock, big choruses, AOR type stuff. You pretty much get that. There's a ballad on here, like Mountain of the Light kind of sounds a little bit like something Dio might have done. Of course, there's that ballad on here, which is pretty cool. I mean, that was a good one. I don't mind ballads. I like them. He's got a little bit of a rasp to his voice, so it's kind of a bluesy-ish type, ballady type thing he's got going on there. And then there's a couple other things on here. Girl Don't Listen to the Radio is pretty cool, even though the title, that's kind of, I don't know, didn't really care for the title, but that's kind of cool. But then there's bluesy song called Crossroad. I guess the song titled Crossroad, and it's kind of a bluesish type thing. I don't know. It's good, but at the same time, a little bit cheesy at the same time. And then you get kind of a really power pop metal type thing with Just a Nightmare, or not Just a Nightmare, but the thing that really stuck out to me, the song that I kind of was drawn to the most, is one called A Distant Shore. It's I don't even know how to explain it. It's just got a cool little vibe to it, different than all the rest. His singing on it's really different. I almost thought it was somebody else singing for a minute because I'd never heard him sing like this, so it's nice to hear something different. I wasn't sure if he was even on key at the end of the song. It sounded almost like he was a little off, but somehow it didn't really bother me that much, although I was like, is he on key? I couldn't even tell. I definitely wasn't any auto-tune or anything going on at that point, but it was cool. And then the very next song after that, Chased by Shadows, actually starts out with that same style of singing, but then turns into this big, huge monster song. And then it kind of ends with a real big, powerful song called Vengeance. And so it was pretty cool. Overall, I actually was more impressed with it than I thought it was going to be. And I'm not sick. I wasn't sick of his singing when I was listening to it. I thought, I'm just going to be like, here's another Ronnie Romero album. Let's hear what this one sounds like. And I didn't feel that, so that's good. That's positive. I guess it's kind of cool. This is the first thing he's done that's him. Even though he's in Lords of Black, I think the most of that stuff, if I remember right, is written mostly by the guitarist in that band. I think, if I'm wrong, correct me, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have much to do with the writing in that one. Where he is in this one, he had a little bit more to do with that one, with the writing. All the other stuff he's been involved in, he's always been kind of like just a hired hand or a project or something along those lines, or a cover album. So anyway, it was actually pretty cool hearing what it sounded like him doing his own thing, and I actually really liked it. So just a quick little rundown of that one. If you guys have anything you want to add in, as always, please share in the comments down below what you think about him or any of the stuff he's done, and like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Got some cool comments going on in the other ones I've done previously this week, and it's a whole lot of fun, just like I wanted it to be. So talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.